Yeah, okay. Mark of a Star is a comic about Marcus Abbott, the Instagram influencer, and his boyfriend Elias Turmeric going to Pennsylvania to visit Marcus's childhood best friend Tony Carswell. I'm Millie and I'm the lead illustrator.
And I'm Regan, the editorial analyst. The script is like mostly ready, but we just need this break to like catch up. Me personally, I've always wanted us to be in a position where we have like full pages already finished by the time we're starting like the next one. The only problem has been to do that, then we need to take like a massive break to catch up. And that's what this is.
The quality of the writing and the drawing is important to us because we've been working on this for about a year. We had our year celebration art a bit ago. We were on a crunch schedule where we would work on it and we would keep working on it and then we would upload and then we'd work on it, put out a release date as soon as possible, work on it again because we had the timeline set up. We have the story figured out and we're pretty confident and passionate in it. But that kind of workflow, just at the end of the day, it's not sustainable.
Yeah, we want to make something that's, good and isn't like a hell simulator.
It doesn't
to
suck.
Get finished. I like to think that our crunches haven't made the quality too bad, but there's a few mistakes you can find in past panels that are because of the crunch.
Oh yeah, if you want to do your best, there's a part for the prologue where Tony loses his arm, and
yeah.
it is the biggest mistake that has been luring, taunting me. It's not one of those comics where the story can be so good that the art can suck, like it's a drama romance. You don't want to watch that with stick figures. Oh, I also wanted to add that with the workflow, we are hoping to get more volunteer people in the future when we have a bigger following, if the comic seems to be doing good, because we want it to be a bigger project and we want to be able to work on it more and more and more, but it's work.
Mark of a Star obviously hasn't been our only priority. We have our own lives. Up until this point, I've been a full-time student. I'm eventually gonna have a job. That's gonna be fun. And then Millie's studying for a GED. Yeah, but we got our own nerd shit that we're doing. And we also got the Twitch channel we've been doing.
Yeah.
There's been other stuff, and there's still gonna be other stuff, but we're hoping now other stuff will get in the way less as we take this hiatus to like really build a schedule. I don't know, editing just takes a bit because like I want to explain myself and my thought processes. There's also the problem sometimes of in order to write the story I really want to tell, it's gonna take like 20 fucking panels. And then we have to edit that to trim it down while also still saying everything that we want to say. A lot of the shit that you read, especially in these upcoming pages, which I've been like mostly writing, it's intentional. And to carry all that intent, there's a lot of communication that needs to happen, especially with translating written word into drawing. It's a bit of a process.
In the meantime, we're gonna upload side comics and other kinds of media, like on our social medias. We've uploaded art for different occasions, and on the webtoon, we've uploaded a Christmas special. We're also hoping to maybe do some animations on the YouTube channel, since we don't have a lot of Mark of Star content here. I'm gonna be trying to utilize the community tab. I have been a little bit lately.
We'd also like to do little character spotlights. Within the time that it takes to explore a storyline, I would imagine there'd be a lot of like speculation of like, who even are these guys? So we'd like to tell you more about our characters. Things that maybe aren't important enough to have to save for the comic.
But Reagan, like what?
Veganism in the lore. Some of these guys are vegan, did you know?
But
You're
Reagan,
gonna know now. Yes.
But Reagan, why can't you just include that in the main story?
It will be included, and there'll be, like, nods to it, but, you just kind of...
But Reagan, nobody's gonna read that!
Well, now you're just trying to say things that hurt my feelings.
But Reagan, Mark of a Star has technically existed since 2018, becoming the story it is today in 2021. So it's been a passion project for years, and it isn't going anywhere.
We love this story very dearly. It's like our little baby that we birthed ourselves. We're not giving it up. This hiatus is not like an opportunity for us to ditch And it's the opposite. This hiatus is so we can make the comic that we want to make.
The thing with passion projects is that they usually don't have a good foundation because they're usually over ambitious. That's why we're going to be trying to do more effective time management. We're going to try to keep working on this until we have at least a few arcs done, which we promised to ourselves we'd try our best to do. And again, with passion projects, there's usually a lack of support. I mean, we're ourselves. We don't have a company. We don't have an investor. We're just ourselves. We're like 5 people in total.
Yeah.
Without a community and feedback, a lot of people become uninspired and drop projects quickly, but we're hoping to have a good coordinated group.
Working on it with Millie is one of the things that like got us talking and then like being friends more. And it also just is a story. I care about these characters, man. They're my friends. They're my little friends. Mark of a Star may not have like started as my thing, like it did start as Millie's thing. I do really care about where like it goes.
It started with a Twitter poll saying, hey, would you guys rather I work on my sci-fi comic or do this romantic drama comic first? And they said, Mark of a Star, Mark of a Star! And so I got to work. Reagan came on as the co-creator, and it was maybe the start of something awesome. It talks about a lot of issues that I wish were talked about more. I want to reach the audience that is writing the story, you know? We'll be touching on topics like narcissistic personality disorder, borderline personality disorder, and post-traumatic stress disorder in adults. We'll be explaining how trauma and personality disorders can affect people in their relationships as they get older in a more modern way. We hope that by addressing this stuff, we can help with the conversation around mental health, and maybe some people can see themselves in our characters and even see themselves in the way that our characters find ways to heal.
And along with just talking about like mental health, we want to talk about, you know, experiences relating to that too, like conflict in romantic relationships, social media and its impact on the psyche is a big one.
Yeah.
Because, you know, he's the mark of a star.
Yeah, it's a huge part of self-esteem and overall mental health. And if you're not super familiar with the comic, it is all about a celebrity.
Yeah. We want to talk about identity, addiction, gender, sexuality, all that good stuff.
This isn't meant to be like a PSA type of comic either. That's not the whole point. We want to tell a story that entertains, but also portrays realistic and relatable experiences. It's still gonna be comedic, it's still gonna be lighthearted, it's still gonna be cute. As always, we are very thankful for the support on Webtoon and the general following and liking of the comic and the characters, whether it be through the art or the story or any of it, really.
Every time somebody that I don't recognize comments on our TikTok something positive, an angel gains 1,200 wings.
And every time someone says something negative, I take $1 out of Ray's bank account.
Guys, I'm down to 12 right now. Please stop saying negative things.
For all the latest updates, you can follow us on our social media channels. TikTok at Mark of a Star, Twitter at Mark of Star with underscores, Tumblr at Mark of a Star, and Marcus has his own Instagram as well, where we'll be putting updates on his story, and his Instagram is DizzyKittyMarcus. We're always going to be dedicated to the project. I mean, I see myself working on it for a long time, and I believe Reagan does too.
Knock on wood.
I was asking you.
I do.
We're still going to be posting everywhere, all the time.
This break is going to result in better content.
We're very excited. We're hoping to make this comic a good one. And yeah, we can't wait to share new stories and new comics and new art and new animations and new beautiful...
And new furries kissing each other!
New things all around. So thank you for watching. If you did watch this, I don't know if anyone will. Hey, we're recording something. How much do you love Mark of a Star?
I love Mark of a Star.
How much have you enjoyed working on it, and how well have we treated you?
I love Mark of a Star.
How well have we treated you on the team?
So well.
Is he crying?
Melon, how much did you like working on Mark of a Star so far? Are you excited?
I love Mark of a Star.
Are you excited for more Mark of a Star?
I'm so excited for more Mark of a Star.
He really sounds like he's crying.
He's not crying. This is what he sounds like. Melon, you're not crying, right?
Melon, we're keeping all of this in the recording, by the
Melon,
way.